morning. So I'm going to be showing my cosmic calendar today. What I'm using here is going to be a canal real close to my house. We're using it in about 250 meter uh, of length, just to show enough space to show the different um, gaps that have happened throughout the Earth's time. Starting January 1st, we start with the formation of Earth. This occurred 4,600 million years ago. And as we walk through the first couple meters here, we're gonna get to January 14th, where we start with the formation of the Earth's core. The formation of the Earth's core occurred with gravity pulling some of the heavier metals towards the center of the Earth. Just a couple days after that, we can see the formation of the moon, which occurred 4,400 million years ago. As we keep on walking through, we'll see how crust started to solidify. Just 4 more days, we can see those impacts that delivered simple organics, and then we jump to February 1st. And now, right after, this is one of the first big things that occurred, was the rain fills the ocean. So that really led to more life being possible on Earth, as water is one of those necessary keys for it. And then February was kind of quiet. We found on the February 15th, 430 million years ago, the oldest known rock that we've been able to find. And then a couple days after that, about a week, we have heavy bombardment ending. And now we jump to March. And this was a key part of it, because right after the 1st of March, on March 2nd, we actually have the earliest evidence of life. We chemical markers that kind of show how life started. And then a couple weeks after, past 2 weeks before we get to another major event. This is one of the ones that I chose for my cosmic calendar. The sun gets to 80% brightness, and of course, as the sun brightened up, it helped lead to the more of the heating of the Earth's atmosphere, and just getting us to a more livable kind of environment. And then we get to the March 21st, where we finally get to 1 billion years old for the Earth. This was another great marker for it. March 29th, very end of March, just a week after we hit 1 billion years, we are now being able to find the oldest fossils. And then it does get kind of quiet. We get to April 1st, and there is actually nothing for a couple 100 million years. So it's kind of just spread out. As you can see, it's we walk past it, it's about 20 meters in my calendar, but in reality it was hundreds of millions of years. And then we get to May 1st, and then the next actual event that occurred, we can finally see the Earth, evidence of the Earth's magnetic field. So this was May 8th, 3,000 million years ago. And same thing, it kind of calms down. We don't have much else going on until June 1st, at 2,700 million years, where we have some single-celled organisms that we have some proof that those were around at that time. And we get to 2 billion years for the Earth, another huge marker, and we keep on coming down. And just a week past that, we can get the oxygen in the Earth is actually growing. So that's significant. And then the oldest evidence of a snowball Earth. So this was going to be Earth being completely covered in snow glaciers that occurred on June 25th. And then we get to July 1st, and again, we're going to go quite a bit of time where nothing really occurred. It was kind of quiet, with nothing significant happening from June 25th all the way until October 22nd, because we get to August, still very quiet, with not much going on. The next marker we're going to get to is Earth actually hitting 3 billion years old now, but same thing, nothing huge is happening at this point. So we can keep on just going through it, hitting September 1st, and now October 1st, and right after that is when we're actually going to have another significant event. So we hit October 1st. We are now 1,000 million years ago, 1,160 million years ago. And now we have multicellular life emerges. So this is finally happening after, you know, more than 3 billion years of life on Earth. We're gonna hit November, and as you can see, really all the markers start adding up because we're getting to more recent times when there's a lot more stuff happening with more life, extinctions, all these kinds of things. The different markers do just kind of signal out different kinds of things happening here. So we can see, okay, the most recent time we had snowball Earth 650 million years ago, that November. Then we hit 4 billion years, and now we're in the last billion years that have occurred, and we start seeing a bunch of stuff happening with the ozone layer in place. Now we have the Cambrian explosion of life happening November 19th. This was huge. Right after that, this was another one of my events with supercontinent Gondwana forming. This one was really significant. You know, it was one of the largest and biggest supercontinents, the second to last, and it was made up of South America, Africa, Arabia, Madagascar, India, Australia, and Antarctica. So it was all part of this. Right after that, we have evidence of the first fish on Earth, and now we have our first mass extinction that happened 440 million years ago. And now we start, you know, getting more life with anthropods landing on Earth. Atmospheric oxygen finally hit around our present levels about 400 million years ago, and now we get to December, so it's the last month of it. So last 30 days, and really we have a lot of stuff going on with more life coming on, with plants, vertebrates coming on, and also a couple extinctions. As new life came on, of course some of that life was dying off. The last of the supercontinents formed 280 million years ago with supercontinent Pangaea, and we can see that that one lasted about 60 million years, but in our entire scope of things really only lasted just 6 days. And you know, that's where the major thing, where you can really see how shorter, long our life has been, but really our time period has been very short, where 60 million years is just a matter of 6 days. See more life with earlier flowering plants, and now we're gonna get near the end. And then another mass extinction happened, or 66 million years ago, and now we have early primates just coming onto the field 4 days before, you know, the end of our calendar. We've got a couple things here that happened. These are all in the last day, and just so we've got 24 hours here with a lot of stuff coming on. Here in Arizona, it's great with the Grand Canyon. We can see how long ago that formed. One of my big ones was the extinction of Megalodon. So I chose that one. Just, you know, I think it's a very fascinating creature, the largest, you know, apex predator in the ocean at that time, and it's just crazy how that could just go extinct because of the changes happening on Earth. And then we just showed up just 20 minutes ago, and yet 9 minutes later we almost went extinct. And then we get to today. So that's where we're ending our cosmic calendar for today. And I hope, you know, this really showed a really nice representation of how much has occurred in just a very short time frame in our Earth's history.